We at Weyland-Yutani R&D are always interested in what variations of the xenomorph we can find. Some will be larger than others, stronger than others, faster than others, or have a unique trait that could benefit us in the long term. Today I cover one variation of the xenomorph that is not natural. It is a mutation that has spawned a very interesting creature called the arachnid xenomorph. Remember, subscribing to this channel will grant you access to all the data files pertaining to the alien xenomorph and its many variations. Mutation is the one thing that truly allows any species to evolve and become better than it was, with some species gaining better wings for maneuverability, or better eyesight with which to see in the dark. We humans have a few mutations of our own, albinoism, where there is no pigment in the skin or the eyes, giving a striking white and pink appearance. On occasion, some children are born with additional digits or even tails. Most of the human mutations can be explained by recessive genes or faulty genes. This, however, isn't the case with a species like the xenomorph. Each mutation or adaptation has a purpose. Well, this is usually the case. However, the arachnid xenomorph is the best example of an unintentional mutation. In the broadest and most basic terms, the arachnid aliens are facehuggers that never latched onto a host, and as a result the xenomorph embryo inside them started to break down. This allowed the raw genetic material and code to fuse with the facehugger's own genetic material. The fusion changes the facehugger in many different ways. For starters, a xenomorph-style head develops on the uppermost portion of the facehugger, and the size of the overall body expands much in the same way as a developing chestburster would grow. The legs are also changed by the fusion, with the two front legs becoming more robust and claw-like, with the remaining four facehugger legs growing in size to match the body. The next big changes to the facehugger come in the form of the tail morphing into something that resembles the natural xenomorph tail. This is complete with the impaling spike on the end, and also the development of a large abdominal area within which is contained web glands. The web glands are an odd feature to develop, but it is theorized that the glands have developed in place of the mouth-located resin glands. This gives the arachnid alien a web-like resin. It is more like a spider silk than the normal resin xenomorph drones produce. Both are fundamentally made from the same resin-like substance, and when used in a hive format, the web-like resin gives the arachnid alien hive a far more sinister appearance, with large corridors of webs instead of arches of resin. Unlike most other xenomorph breeds, the arachnid xenomorphs are unable to swim. This is possibly due to their bodies not being designed to do so, no genetic adaptation for swimming. An additional possibility for the lack of swimming attributes is the facehugger's breathing sacs having mutated into its lungs, thus keeping the alien alive instead of a non-existent host. There is a consensus among Weyland-Yutani researchers that artificially creating a hybrid between the xenomorph species and a spider species would be a great benefit to long-term research, as the webbing or silk from the resultant creature may be used to produce better ballistic weave for armor. The simple fact is, however, that we just haven't had the chance to research such a subspecies. I for one am hoping to create an arachnid xenomorph to study. Join us for our next briefing, where we will cover another mutation called the swarm alien. Remember, subscribing will grant you clearance to all files concerning the alien species and its many variations. This is Weyland-Yutani, signing out.